But I had a cousin who was killed. A cousin that lived with us. His father had lost a job and they moved in with us. And he was a great guy. And he was killed in the Battle of the Bulge. And I heard about it. When I got to New Guinea, when I island hopped to New Guinea, one of the first things I did when I got to New Guinea, I sat down in the barracks. It was not a tent there. And I wrote letters to my mother and to my aunt. I don't know why, but I wrote to my aunt. And then I went down to the post office and I mailed the letters. And I checked to see if there was mail for me, and there was some mail. Picked up the mail, went back to my barracks, and there was a letter from my mother that my cousin had been killed in the Battle of the Bulge. And I had just written a letter to his mother asking how he was. I had to get that letter out of the mailbox. I went down to the post office. I said to the sergeant, I just mailed a letter here a half hour ago. I want to get it out. And he laughed. He said, when anything is put in there, it's gone. Forget it. I said, who's in charge? He said, Colonel so-and-so. I said, I want to talk to him. He says, okay. So he calls the colonel. Lieutenant Goldman wants to talk to you. Send him in. So I go in, I salute. Lieutenant Goldman making a request. So the colonel said, what's your request? So I told him about the letter. He says, come with me. Goes to the sergeant. He says, give me the key to that box. So I give him the key. He opens the box. He says, is this your letter? Yeah. Gives me back the letter to my aunt. I said, Colonel, thank you very much. He said, that's okay. And he went away. And I really felt that was, it shows that the colonel can break the rules once in a while too. Because he knew it was the right thing to do. And I changed the letter. I wrote a letter of condolence to my aunt. Then when I came home, my uncle and aunt, when they saw me, first time I walked in the room, they were there. They got up and walked out. They were crying because their son had been killed. And here I came home. And they were crying. And my uncle was never the same. He was his only son. He had a daughter, but he was never the same. I could see how it would really ruin your life. And his wife died. He remarried, but didn't work. And it's just never the same.